Amr al-Ba'dani was abducted when he was 16, the victim of a row between his father and an influential business partner. His father turned himself over to save his son, but it didn't work. Instead, they were accused of embezzlement and were both thrown in a jail in southern Yemen. 10 years on, the son lost the best years of his youth. The father is a shadow of his former self. Their families say the son should never have been implicated in the case. The jail sentence was passed by the wrong court, hundreds of kilometers away from where they live, and it was passed under the pressure of their influential enemy. The devastated mother knocked on every door. She got 3 presidential decrees to release her son and husband, 3 orders signed by President Saleh himself, all in vain. Had the family been from one of Yemen's powerful tribes, their case would have been solved in a short time. They answer only to tribal law, and they frequently kill or kidnap to pressure authorities. Until just a few decades ago, even the rulers of Yemen sought their own protection on mountaintops. That situation has now changed. What did not change, however, is the fact that for most Yemeni tribes, it is the law of the mountain and not of the city that counts. Among the Beni Dhabian tribe living on rocky hills around Sana'a, abduction is the best guarantor of rights. Over the last 20 years, they have been responsible for over 120 cases of abduction.
Most of the abductions are used to free prisoners or return property. You can hardly get your rights via courts in this country. Recently, they abducted a 9-year-old child, supposed to belong to someone who killed a member of the tribe. But it was the wrong child. We gave the authorities permission to punish the wrongdoers, but due to the difficult terrain, they couldn't reach them.
Abdullah's son was killed by an influential clan in a row over land. Then, to pressure him to give up on his demand to arrest the killers, his 90-year-old father was kidnapped for a month. Abdullah says all his attempts to seek justice have failed, and the only option left for him now is to kill or kidnap the killers of his son. Abduction, however, is not only a tribal practice.
It's now practiced by everyone, the state, the security apparatus, even private companies. But most of the victims are children. They've recently abducted the daughter of a judge in order to influence his ruling in a court case.
Fatima Juzailan's son disappeared several months ago. She then discovered that he's in the custody of the security forces, and she was told he is suspected to have links with terrorism. But that was not enough. In order to pressure him into giving information, they kidnapped his brother.
They came at 2 in the morning and searched the house. They tied up my 2 sons and told me to choose which one to be arrested. When I couldn't choose, they took one of